and time now to bring in a man who knows a thing or two about these Boilermakers with us today. Joining us now, Purdue fans might know you more as QB1 and Colts quarterback, college football Hall of Famer. But we got Mark Herrmann joining us now, voice, radio, color analyst for the Purdue Boilermakers on the radio.
Well, great to be here. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to a great game this afternoon.
Well, taking a look back, Mark, thank you so much, first of all, Mark, for joining us today. And taking a look back at your playing days from 1977 to 1980, you passed for just shy of 10,000 career yards, had 71 touchdowns, a unanimous All-American, the Big Ten's most valuable player, many, many more accolades, including finishing fourth in the Heisman Trophy voting. So not too shabby for a resume there.
Well, yeah, I was very fortunate, had great coaching, great teammates, and we had a very pass-happy offense, so it kind of suited my skill set. So, it's crazy. I was this close to committing here and decided to go to Purdue.
Well, talk about that for 1 second, if you would.
Yeah, because Purdue had Alex Agassi in a little transition. They'd fired him, and I didn't know who the new coach at Purdue. And I'd spoken to Dan Devine on several occasions, sat right in front of him, and, we talked about a plan going forward. And then, excuse me, Coach Young got hired from Arizona, came right to my house, and he had a plan as well. And I just thought my playing time opportunities at Purdue were a little better. But I, always loved Notre Dame and always thought I could play here as well. But it worked out that I went to West Lafayette.
Well, it worked out. A heck of a player and a heck of a career.
Would have been a backup to Joe Montana at that time, right?
Well, yeah, and I've got a story for that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you went 1-2 against Notre Dame during your career.
Right.
What are your memories about the rivalry and playing inside that stadium that's just to your left?
Well, that was a great memory, but my freshman year, I'm starting and playing against Notre Dame, and we're doing great. We're up 24-14. Rusty Lish was the starting quarterback. He didn't do so well, so they brought in Gary Forstick in the second half. Fred Arrington, our linebacker, put one of the most vicious hits, broke his collarbone, and I thought, well, who's left? Who's their third guy? And in waltzes Joe Montana. Yeah. And they ended up scoring 17 unanswered and beat us 31-24, and then went on to have a great career.
He was the third stringer.
Third stringer, so unbelievable. But no, playing in this stadium was always a treat. We came short 10-6 my sophomore year, and then my senior year I hurt my thumb and was unable to play, and I was so bummed out about that. But no, we had some great games. 79, we won down at Ross-Ade. So yeah, a lot of good battles, a lot of great memories.
Well, you get to call the game here today inside Notre Dame Stadium. And this year's Boilers team definitely looks significantly improved from last year. Beyond the obvious win totals, how have you seen this team improve, especially under new head coach Barry Odom, and what do you attribute to that rapid progress?
Well, I think Barry Odom is amazing, and he did a great renovation job at UNLV. Took them to a couple bowl games, and they had a bad football tradition. So he's used to acquiring a new roster. We have 80 new players, so it's pretty crazy. But there's just a sense of discipline, accountability, just do your job, knowing what's expected of you. And, I don't know the results today, but I think Barry's he's setting the foundation. And as soon as he starts getting his players and getting his system established, but, a 2-1 start, we'll take that, but we know we have a big challenge today.
For sure. Defensively, the team is still a work in progress, giving up 460 yards of total offense last week to USC, but really hung in that game quite a bit. Do you feel like there's sort of a light at the end of the tunnel and see the bigger picture here for some of the strengths?
Yeah, there was no quit in the team, and, you take away a couple of the turnovers in the red zone, that's a close game. So they've got to clean that up, but I just think there are signs that this is going to be a competitive team down the road and be able to compete in the Big Ten Conference. It was a goose egg last year, so hopefully get some wins on the board and get this thing turned around.
Well, final question for you. Ryan Brown's been putting up some numbers. What are you expecting out there today in terms of how competitive Purdue's going to be against Notre Dame and the steps they've taken forward with Odom? What do you expect from Purdue today, and what do they have to do to get the upset at Notre Dame Stadium?
Well, Ryan has to play very well, and he's got to limit those turnovers. Those are killers, and especially when you're in the red area and you take points off the board. But I think pass protection's a key. He was under duress last week against the Trojans, so if he can get a little time, I love this set of receivers. Nitro Tuggle, as you mentioned, Michael Jackson III, Armand Branch. So these are guys that can make plays, but he's got to have protection, and he's got to make wise decisions. If it's not there, tuck it away and run, because he can run the football very well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your
much.
insight.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Incredible to have you. Hall of Famer right here, folks. We appreciate it.
We'll be right back here on ABC 57 Kickoff with your game day forecast.